Well, howdy, howdy, everybody, and thank you for joining us on another one of our St. Mark's ReMarks. Please forgive my sartorial inelegance today. I began the day out pulling weeds and spraying the same, and I've frankly just been too lazy to change. So next week, I'll try to do better, but today, you're getting me in my overalls, which I'd frankly rather wear anyway.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, I would kind of rather wear them anyway. Besides that, I got a terrible headache. Oh, I don't get headaches very often, but I got a dilly today. Anyhow, we were going to come to you today, weren't we, producer, from the soft seating area?
Yes, we were.
Yes. Instead, we're coming from what I'm styling the disheveled district, which is home to the lovely Joyce, Arthur, and the equally lovely Groove Meister,
Thank you.
Deacon Ken Funfhausen. And Joyce is gone. She went out to do whatever it is she needed to do today, because we're coming to you rather late in the day. But the Groove Meister is still here.
Yeah.
Still here making little rocks out of big rocks. And he took time from his grueling labors to speak to us today about, I'm not even very sure. What?
I don't either. I've only found out a few minutes ago I was going to be here, so but I'll come up with something. That's no trouble.
Please.
Well, I just remind folks, if you're not an avid bulletin reader, you may not realize the activities going on in the youth ministry, which is where I spend most of my efforts. But you'll hear about faith formation nights if you read the bulletin, and a place where we develop community, where we bring to the kids catechesis and strive to help them grow in their relationship with the Lord and with the church and with each other. And you'll see those every week. For middle school or high school, depending on the week. You'll see us talking about in the bulletin about about sacramental preparation. We always have, every year, we always have young people, which I'm sure you'd imagine, that have never had the opportunity to receive First Reconciliation and First Communion. And they're part of our Youth First Sacrament class. So that work is going on also in that regard. And then we want to make sure that we put it into practice. So one of our standards is every third Tuesday of the month, we go down to Harvesters to work in their warehouse down there. Last week we were there, and we had, or the week before rather, and we bagged up 1,800 pounds of sweet potatoes.
Wow.
That was a lot of sweet potatoes. And some of those puppies, they were bigger than this box. And some of those puppies were like, you could have fed a family for a week with one of them. They were huge. And then we have some other things that we do too, such as a soup kitchen down here at Old Stone Church. So,
Did you eat any of them sweet potatoes?
You know what? They had to fight me back from them, but yeah. Actually, that would have been the first time I ever had a sweet potato. It's one of those foods that I know I don't like just by looking at it, so I've never had one in my life, when that's not an exaggeration. I have a list of a few things like that. It's like, I know they're bad, so I just don't even taste them.
Groove Meister, I'm surprised at you.
What can I tell you, man? What can I tell you? Mom never made them.
Despite that, you've become the Groove Meister.
Somehow.
Orange, baby.
Somehow. I
What
love
is
the color.
more groovy than an orange?
I love the color.
Orange-colored food.
The color's
Sweet
cool.
potatoes are delicious.
They're fantastic. They're
Yeah.
groovy.
Oh, yeah?
You would like them.
Oh, yeah?
You would really like them.
Well,
You eat a sweet potato fixed up just right, and you're going to be saying, "Where have these been all my life?"
so
man?
if I don't like it once it's been made, it's just that they didn't make it right. Evidently.
There you go. That's
There
what
are
I-
different ways.
Yes.
Didn't make
Yeah,
it
there
right.
are
I like
different
to
ways.
I like to roast mine, and like I do them like French fries.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah?
you never
Yeah.
had sweet potato fries?
Never have.
Oh, brother, they can be wonderful.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think of where there's some good ones. Longhorn used to have good sweet potato
Yes.
fries.
Yes.
I don't know
Yeah.
if they do anymore or not. You ever go to Longhorn?
I have been there once or twice in my life. But
Once or twice in your life?
You got to get out more.
I'm in Greenwood. We got Casey's. What else do you need? Casey's and antique and craft stores. I mean, there you go. Life is good right
That's
there.
all there is.
Well,
yeah.
if you say so. Anyway, sweet potatoes are mighty good, real good in a salad, and Granny used to just bake them, and we'd eat them with butter and salt and pepper, and they're plenty good that way.
Mm-hmm.
But they're really good with, like brown sugar and butter.
Now, see, I don't like the sugar on them. I like the garlic, salt, and pepper, and I eat them just like a French fry.
Yeah, you see
Some
how
grated cheese on it.
Groove
Parmesan.
Meister, you see how adaptable they are.
I just can't believe what I've been missing all this time.
Well, one of these days we ought to go on a little sweet potato field trip.
Just go find the best ones in town here.
Yes,
Ooh,
and
that sounds good.
There
Gotta
are
be
still
somewhere.
other ways to enjoy your sweet potatoes.
I'm sure there are.
My friend, Mr. Ollie Gates,
Uh-huh.
I know where he hangs out,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sure he doesn't know my name, but he knows my face, and
Yeah,
I certainly
yeah.
know his. And back when I was at visitation, I used to occasionally
yeah.
see him about once a month or so.
I'll bet you would.
And anyway, his fine dining establishments, now get this, sell sweet potato pie.
I've heard rumors of sweet potato
Oh man, it's fine.
pie. It is, huh?
It's supposed to be
Well.
better than pumpkin pie.
It can be.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
now that's just kind of almost sacrilegious right there.
Well, do you like pumpkin pie?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I bet I could bring you a sweet potato pie from Ollie Gates, and you would swear
Think
you
you
were eating
could
a
fool
pumpkin.
me there, huh?
I think I could.
Oh, yeah?
I hear a challenge.
I tell you, I'm going to keep my eyes wide open if you bring me anything, just to be really on top of that.
All right. Well, I don't want to do anything to mess up your world. So Joyce isn't here to talk about what she does. Now, she works with the public school kids. In this school, we might have, 20 or 30 of them? 50, 60?
In the grade school PSR, I don't honestly know. I haven't heard this year's numbers. I couldn't honestly tell you. But it goes up to 5th grade in the PSR, and then we pick it up in the high school in the 6th grade.
I see.
So that's the demarcation line, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she does the little ones, you do the big ones.
Right, short and tall. That's kind of what we go with.
Short and tall. She's got the shorts.
She gets the shorter ones, I get the taller
You
ones.
get the elongated
Yeah, there you go.
humanoids. Okay. All right. Well, may God's blessings copiously descend upon your important work.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah.
And Deegan, don't you have a fundraiser coming up?
There is a fundraiser coming up, the Expo, Business and Craft Expo, which happens every first or second weekend in November, depending on what other things are going on. And off the top of my head, I think it's the 11th and 12th of November. It is the second weekend, but I think it's the 11th and 12th. But you'll follow the bulletin, you'll know, and we sure appreciate your support and such. I think there are still some booths open, and this one, all the money just comes from the sale of the booths, which are $50 generally, and generally speaking. But it's only successful if people come out and look at the wares and hopefully purchase a few.
This is here?
Yeah.
It's in the Parish Center. And it runs all day on the Sunday that it's here. Again,
And what do the purveyors have for sale in these booths?
Well, they a lot of them have crafts that they've gotten very good at putting together and creating. Some of it's woodworking. We had somebody last year that was really popular. That came in for that. I believe it was the first year they've been in, and they make rosaries, and they have the different beads there and such that you can tell them what you would like, and then they make it and send them back to us to get to them.
That's slick.
Those sorts of things. Yeah, I mean, if you go to craft, any other craft kinds of things, you're going to know the types of stuff that's going to be here, just on a much smaller scale, obviously. But yeah, there's always something to see that you might get enticed to pick up, and we hope you do.
And when is
We
this?
hope you do. It's the second weekend in November. I believe that's the 11th and 12th, but it's the second weekend in November.
Great. Well, I'll
Yep.
look forward to that.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
when does it happen?
The second and weekend.
But I mean, like after masses? Or?
Oh, okay. I thought we were just being cute still.
No, I'm sorry.
It's on Sunday from from 8 o'clock and until 1 o'clock. 8 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
8 to 1. Okay.
Yeah, we find that if we stay longer, really aren't folks there after that. They come after masses.
Okay.
That's when they tend to come.
And where did the proceeds go?
Well, this year they're actually going to go to the Mother's Day Out and the preschool.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, because our rummage sale was so successful. Thank you very much, people. The rummage sale was so successful. We talking about it with Charlotte, whose office is right next to mine over there too. She runs the preschool, as you know, and Mother's Day Out, and they had more need than we in terms of special projects they could use the money on. So I said, why don't you all take it this year? And because she does the bulk of the work in preparing the people, the booths, to get them up here. So I said, let's do that this year and let the short people benefit from it this time around.
The shortest people.
The shortest, yes, the shortest people. So anyway.
Very good.
Anyway, thanks for asking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you for that elucidating and clarifying question.
There you go.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm ashamed to say that. You have anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
Yeah, you got any other food you want to talk about? I'll tell you what else I don't like, but
No, I'm a firm believer that you always want to leave them wanting. See,
it's good.
so
good idea.
we'll discuss others of your culinary aversions in future installments.
There you go. That'll
of
keep them
St.
coming back.
Mark's.
That'll keep them coming.
I was just going to ask if it was the orange veggies you don't like versus the
No,
green
love
ones.
carrots. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, they're orange for sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, okay then. I've been racking my brain trying to think of something to say, but I can't. So I'm not even going to try. I'll just thank you folks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye and God bless.